the most important thing to me in a build-up to a big event is the preparation. So, everything you've done over the winter is good, but everything you do now is critical. This month in has to be spot on. Your sailing has to be good, your equipment has to be tested, selected already, and then you start working on the small things, going out, doing those small fitness sessions. And the best tip is to make sure that to do everything you can do in the next 4 weeks or 4 days or however long it is to your youth worlds, and just so that you know that when you go there, you've done everything you can. And if you've done everything you can, then you just have to be relaxed. You've got to be relaxed because there's nothing else you could have done. The single most important thing, above bias and almost above line positioning, is that you have to have a gap to leeward. If you've got the bigger the gap to leeward, the earlier you can start pumping. So if you imagine if you're starting very closely to the board below you, you cannot move. You generally can't move forward until really they start to move forward. If you're sitting maybe 5 board lengths above them, and you can sheet in and start putting and at least start bearing away and get moving. So first of all, you've got to get moving. So you get moving at let's go to light winds. Let's say it's 6-7 knots of wind. You get moving with, say, 6-7 seconds to go. Don't let everyone around you know that you're pumping or that you're going already, because as soon as you go, the person below you is going to go, or the person above you is going to go. So you get a little slide bear away without causing too much havoc. And then you want to be pumping really at 4-5 seconds, and you've got to be hitting the line half a second behind at full speed. And if you can, ideally, you want to be bow out. You want your nose to be just ahead of the person to leeward. And if you've got space to leeward, you're going to be launched, and you're going to be first to the left-hand side, and you're going to have a clear lane. And that is, that's the most important thing. So speed, good start, and you get the chance to make your own first decision, as opposed to being forced to tack off to a side where you don't want to go. The light winds for sure are harder, and I think often, I tell you, the most important thing to sailing the shifts in light winds is to not overcomplicate it. The shifts in light winds are generally smaller, and the most important thing is you're going fast. So put your head down, pump harder, and and then try and gauge the shifts. But certainly don't worry about it too much. It will come. But it's very, very difficult. I've never sailed a boat or dinghy when I was growing up. However, the current Olympic champion Tom Ashley, he sailed oppies from when he was very young till he was 15 or 16, and then he started windsurfing at 15, 16 years old, and 9 years later he was Olympic champion. For sure, the sailing is the best route for learning to race and getting to grips with the tactics. The windsurfing is a difficult sport to master. It's very much about the kinetics and the feel, whereas a lot of the sailing is about the technique and the setup and learning how to actually race boat on boat. So I think it would definitely be a combination of the two. I would say don't just give up sailing and go windsurfing. You are in the best feeding class to make you a tactical genius, and if you keep racing that and you keep learning how to race properly, that's gonna really kind of leave you in good stead. But also don't give up on, don't leave the windsurfing too late, because it's difficult. It's a very, very difficult sport to get to the top level, and nothing's going to replace hours in the water.